There we go. All right, so hello everyone. Starting the vlog here, actually sitting at our table. Got some clean clothes in the corner. My nose itches. Anywho, this morning was absolutely crazy. Last night, my nose is so itchy, like on the outside. I've got some coffee. It's like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Just, it's been a day. Yesterday afternoon, our neighbors knocked on the door and said, "Does your key work for the little closet where it's the bike storage room?" And I was like, yeah, I mean, it worked fine. I was able to put our bikes up and everything. And then I tried my key and it didn't work. Like something was going on with the lock. So we were like, okay. Roman's key worked, but 2 other keys in the building did not work. Fast forward to this morning. Roman's key doesn't work. Nobody's keys work. And nobody can get into the bike room. So it was pure chaos because it was like 7:16 and Linnea has to be out of the door at like 7:20. We're like trying to slide credit cards and all kinds of cards through the crack to try to like get the lock over so that we could open the door. Multiple people were trying their keys. It was a full-on mess. So actually, our next door neighbor drove Linnea. He was taking his daughter with the car anyways. And so he actually drove Linnea to school, which is good because then Roman could get to work and I could get Callum off to school. We sent Callum off early. He had to walk to school. Usually he takes his bike. It was like this whole thing. So then finally our neighbor was able to get it open with a credit card. And so we kind of rigged the door so that there's like a piece of duct tape so that the lock doesn't go in. It basically holds the lock. It's just at least a way to get into the bike room until the landlords can come and figure out whatever needs to be done. Anywho, long story short, got the bike room open. So then I loaded up our car with the kids' bikes and I delivered their bikes to their schools and locked them. What else? Yeah, Elliot is gonna be home for the rest of the week. Today was his last day of kindergarten for the week. There's a lot that I need to do, and unfortunately my day to get it done was sort of like spent driving bikes to schools. So there's not a whole lot of time before I have to start pickup again. So I guess I'll fold some laundry. I can get dinner started, which would be good. We're just having spaghetti tonight. That's the kids' request. When my mom was here, I actually asked my mom, and I'll ask you all as well. I asked my mom because I have developed this, I don't know, state of being. It's not a condition, but I've developed this mindset where I just don't want to eat dinner. And you know, if we go to a restaurant, I'll eat. If we order takeaway or something, I will eat. But it's like the act of cooking and thinking about the food and then like preparing it and obviously like tasting it along the way to see what it tastes like. By the time it's time to sit down and eat it, I have no desire. I do not want to eat it. I do not enjoy dinner. To be honest, I don't really love cooking. I feel very happy to feed my family and I feel grateful, I should say, that I'm able to provide, that we are able to provide, and I'm able to put healthy, well-balanced meals on the table and appreciative that we can all sit down at a table after a long day and be together, and that is special to me. I appreciate that and I appreciate the company of it, but it's like the specific meals I just don't want to eat. I just don't want to eat. I just usually have some salad or a cup of coffee or tea or something, but I don't enjoy eating dinner. It's like the same, it's always the same for Thanksgiving. Like I will spend days preparing for Thanksgiving, like the cleaning of the house and the grocery shopping and the list making and the chopping and the cutting and the baking and the prepping, and then when it actually comes time to like sit and eat Thanksgiving dinner, like Roman is happily doing that, and I'm just like, oh, I'm done. Like I don't want to do this anymore. So I don't know. Is there anyone else like that? I really do think it's just because I'm the one that thinks about food all the time and I'm just tired of thinking about food. That's really what I think it boils down to. What are your thoughts? Okay, hello everyone. Hope you're all doing well. I'm just now picking up the camera for today. Elliot's been home today. His Kita is closed today and tomorrow. And oh, my face is so red. And then I'm leaving him home on Friday because he and I have tickets to go do something on Friday. So he's just home for the week. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Let's talk about this. Earlier this evening, when, gosh, you know, these are the sorts of things that happen when you're like, God, I just wish I were a little bit smarter and didn't do this. So I'm just gonna share as like a word of warning. So here's what happened. It actually wasn't a soup injury, but I prepared broccoli. Usually what I do is I stick a fork in the pot, grab a piece of broccoli, kind of like shake it off a little bit, and then eat it to taste if it's done cooking. Instead of just sticking my fork in and like kind of shaking the excess water off and letting it cool off, and then testing the broccoli, what I did was stuck my fork in, naturally went for like the biggest piece, did not shake off the water, and stuck the piece of broccoli in my mouth, and the boiling water dripped onto my lip and it hurt. Yeah, so that happened a couple hours ago. I've been putting I've got some like various burn creams and stuff that I've been keeping on it, so hopefully it doesn't get worse. It seems to be mostly contained. Yeah, it's on my lip. It's not anywhere else. So that's, I guess, good, because I was very concerned because the whole area hurt. And I thought, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? But it looks like a couple hours later, it looks like it's mostly contained to that one spot. So don't be like me. It is the season of like tasting soups and prepping for Thanksgiving and Christmas and all that. Don't be like me. Don't just hastily stick your fork in and eat something right out of a boiling pot of water. Don't do that. Give yourself some time so that you can avoid these sorts of injuries.
It's like turbines at the bottom like that, and then there was one at the tail.
Callum, I do not remember. So Callum and I we're watching airplanes.
I'm interested into them now.
Yeah, he likes watching airplanes taking off and landing. And that's what we're doing.
Here comes that plane. I knew it would be
airplanes.
Here comes that plane.
Airplane. There it goes.
I can't understand that language. Oh, that's Bima, but I can't understand that. I can't read that language up there.
Wow. What is this one?
Coca-Cola.
No, huh?
Look.
Oh, it is. It does say Coca-Cola. Whoa, look at that.
A335.
No, an A380. Right?
No, look. A350.
Oh, 350.
A350.
Apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. All right. Let's see. Let's do a lip update. It doesn't look a whole lot worse than it did yesterday, so I guess that's good. I was actually so paranoid about it that I actually woke up in the middle of the night and was like consistently putting cream on. So I think that's helping. I hate that I did this. I hate that I did this. In the grand scheme of things, it's fine. But, oh, man, if I just would have thought a little bit more, then, yeah. Ugh, oh well.
Oops.
Hi, Ellie.
Hi, Mom.
What are you doing?
Doing a smoothie.
You're making a smoothie?
Yes.
Make sure you're cutting on the cutting board, okay?
Water touching?
What else are you making, Ellie? What are you cooking with Papa?
Maultaschen.
Maultaschen. And why do you like Maultaschen?
Because I'm a Berliner.
Because you're a Berliner. So,
So, what's Papa?
You're doing a great job, Elliot. It is so windy outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, your Maultaschen are going crazy.
Ooh.
Ooh. Watch out, things are hot. The trains are on strike today in Berlin. You know, like everything else, the Kita's on strike. Just learned about several pharmaceutical companies that manufacture drugs here, like actual prescription drugs here. They're on strike, so people are like unable to get their prescriptions on time. So because of that, it was very difficult for Roman to get into the office today. They do have like these backup trains that are coming like once an hour, but Roman had an appointment today very early in the morning, and when he said when he went to the station, the trains were already delayed and he was gonna miss his appointment. So he ended up just coming home and having the call here at home. So he just decided to stay home. I think maybe this weekend I'm gonna start decorating for Christmas because I feel like I need, I don't know, it doesn't feel like Christmas this year. And I think partly because it's like, given the state of the world, it's kind of like, it's hard to feel celebratory and joyous, at least for me, which is precisely the reason why we need to put up decorations and start getting into the Christmas spirit, because I've noticed very often that I'll be doing something really fun with the kids and then my mind will then switch to, gosh, and if we lived in this place, it would be a completely different story. So it is very difficult to really enjoy experiences for everything that they are, and to really, it's the smoothie maker. At least for me, I found that the weight of the news and the weight of the world and the amount of grieving that the world is enduring right now, it is very difficult for me to be really present and happy. And I hate that. I don't want that, because my reason for loving Christmas is solely because I have little kids at home. So all that's to say, Elliot's in here playing with Duplos. All that's to say is that I really just, it's time to get festive. So he and I made some Christmas brownies, basically brownies with sprinkles. And we're gonna start this holiday season.